As a 19-year-old young man, my fascination was with the early aspects of magic and magical texts. I began to explore the idea of the alchemist in ancient England, which led me through the Black Plague all the way to Sir Francis Bacon, a man who was shrouded in mystery, and his occult alchemy leanings fascinate me and help me to write the script for the movie Mick.
Finally they discovered me, and those looking for me were too late. For I, Sir Francis Bacon, was the one who turned our world around. It was I, the humble scholar of science, who discovered the key that even caused these big earth changes. I, Sir Francis Bacon, who discovered the third dimension.
When my wood carving became an obsession, the land of Manu was made up of wood carved figurines that I had created from scraps of wood discovered at construction sites. Everything in the movie, everything in the world of the land of Manu, I hand carved and then stop framed, animated. Last Chance Gas came about through our creation of over 100 cardboard facades. Now, all these cardboard buildings were rotated in front of a camera we had mounted on a small moving cart. And as we went through the city, the occupants, who we used live action people, were trying to escape the assault of the gas pumps.
We try to make it out of town, but every gas station in this city has become a roadblock.
It's been a long time.
It's too late to turn around. Let's give these highway robbers a taste of Yankee road work. Sit tight. It's always been that way with you and me, baby.
As I look back at all three of these road movies, the common thread seems to be my love of animation and the idea that worlds could be created from scratch. By 1997, I was complete with the known world. I went on a search for a place that would allow the creation of a total environmental performance. I needed a forgotten landscape, an outpost of eccentrics, a wasteland that could be transformed into a creative oasis. I found Hakamba. With the unified energy of Nor and myself, we began to clean acres of a waste dump, transforming the area into the Institute of Perception. The Institute of Perception was to be a space where artists of sound and vision could reactivate their seeing and hearing away from urban centers. Nature, and more particularly a natural power spot, with the intended addition of perceptual sculptures, would enhance their hope of a creative future. In order to magnify this creative possibility, we ignited Telemagica. Telemagica became an annual gathering of artist mystics from around the globe, all intended on rebuilding the world through the arts. painters, bands, performance troupes all walked into this beautiful land and returned with magic.
That tube thing that I don't know, we were oming in there with a bunch of people, and people were playing instruments. Oh, that was just magical.
I think it disorients you and makes you see the world in a different way.
Telemagica 2008!
It's been a real synchronetic experience, something that we really need to transform human consciousness. You know, we all have to get together and just enjoy each other and make music and just be transmitters for the universe.
The ancient lineage, a genetic carving code. It's got a tone to it, high-pitched ring.
Preserve its history, so people can see it for generations to come.
With Telemagica, with everything that's happening on the grounds of the Institute of Perception, she and I, together, we create.
Give me something to say. Oh, yeah! Never felt better. Hold on, but I'll tell you. Keep going. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. These things get heavier and heavier.
What do you have for measure?
I didn't measure you when you get old.
This is the series of possible Earthworks. This one's an orb where a person enters, it goes up an interior elevator and is left on an observation deck seeing natural light day and night coming through the various piercings that are covered with a lens. That's very large. And this is a smaller sculpture, about 30 feet, of Corten steel of the ascending shaman shape. The underground city with grid and light emitting from underneath. And the current project I'm working on is the Toltec Dreaming Underground, where the person enters 6 foot wide shaft, again underground, goes down the long corridor about 100 feet long, opening into a 6 foot waiting area, maybe about 15. Then the horn happens where there's a very small little door outlet, maybe like 2 feet wide, that brings you into this last corridor, which leads you to the main room with a stage. Now, the important thing about the main room and things that go on here as far as offerings, there is no seating with chairs. All free movement, even if it's a movie, if it's a stage show, neo-vaudeville, all free movement with no seating as far as chairs go.
What is the orb?
The orb sculpture. That one right there. That's about 140 feet, where only natural lights. In other words, we're not talking about a circuit's plug-in electrical effect. We're talking about having an orb with natural lights coming through these lenses. That means moonlight, sunlight. If there's street lights outside, fine, but nothing electronic about this. I go to a studio that I built for the next part of the puzzle. Over the years, I had trained my eyes to see more. Now my challenge was to create art that would assist people into their own seeing. Seeing a wider range of light, seeing more in the dark, seeing what I later called the fabric of the universe. So my drawings, paintings, sculptures, and my earthworks were all centered on revealing this wider spectrum, revealing a true nature of what was all around us, that eventually all humans will all be able to see energy as it flowed in the universe.
The world goes round.